if it did not work, what could work?
I believe that it would work, and it can only work when we have committed and serious prayers of this financial ground, and the Treasury and CBK has a duty to protect, because actually they are the regulators of banks, and once they put a caveat to the banks are at risk of being closed, and therefore banks will be more cautious. And taking this kind of trend, they will be they will step some step back to prevent their jeopardy to close the business.
Yes.
Therefore, if we cannot trust our institutions, and our institutions things are happening when they are mute. I am worried to see Treasury the other day. The Treasury was trying to convince public that they were not aware of Adani agreement. They were not aware of Adani project. How comes you are the Treasury and the business in discussion is leasing public assets and you are not aware? If you are not aware, who is aware? Demuri. You know, sometimes we get shocked. If a treasurer can make such a statement, then you get to decide to ask yourself, then, if treasury is not aware, is not part of this, where is this dues taking place? And how can they be legal if treasury is not part of the discussion?
Okay.
So in this case, we would like to say, I don't want to say that in fact there is another treasury elsewhere, because we believe in only one. But it's by the look of things, it's like things are cooked elsewhere. And probably the godfathers that we are trying to talk about, things are happening when people are just assuming that they are only there to reap. And if this is the case, then the country can be on a very high risk, very high risk. I would urge that in fact our institution work and protect the Kenyans, because failure to that, you are leaving Kenyans into a disarray, because you are exposing them and they will be exploited and they cannot earn what they're supposed to earn on a genuine way, because that process is being ruined by those black markets.
Home of wash cleaners. That's a big headline on the front page of the Standard. And they say 83%, that's the number. In 2023, 296 cases were under prosecution, marking an 83% rise from the previous year. So this past year has seen a significant rise in cases of money laundering in Kenya. What does that mean for the economy going forward if this is allowed to continue? Definitely, according to the Standard, it has created...
Also, we may also need to know the outcomes of these cases after prosecution. Because I have not had many cases of Kaid where money has been freezed. The only thing that I have had is those people who have probably added themselves within. Those are most of where at corruption.
But for money laundering, we
have not heard about that.
Yes.
So we don't know whether still they find themselves way out or what happens.
So the economy is being fueled by illicit wealth, and this is widening the divide between the rich and the poor. That's a big story on the front page of the Standard. After the break, we'll come back and take a look at